Find out, I guess. So many people have fallen to them. Serve the Emperor in your heart, and deeds when you join the ranks of his illustrious army, Astra Militarium. Fight heresy, serve a higher purpose, safeguard humanity's dominion.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
And a lot of peripherals. Yeah, and there we came from earlier.
Keep your wits about you.
The other side. Arise! Let us welcome the new light together.
This ocular implant.
The
Ow,
witness
oh,
one
no.
is secret.
I guide humanity.
I'm restless. See? Right there.
Any traps?
Duty
Why?
prevails.
Are they even protecting?
I better myself through my service.
At least I get some XP by diffusing them.
Never doubt me. The
Just enough
Emperor
for another
favors me
level.
today.
We're also nearing the end of our first careers, our first archetypes. Skill, oh, I can't have more persuasion. I just have 95. I think I would go with commerce. Coercion. Maybe coercion. Cruise, yeah, cruise is not our thing. Could also go for some lore. Because I'm not really good at that. No one really is. Let's have a look who's best at Abelard lore. 50. 3 skills. 20, 15, 15. Idira or 35. Cassia 30, 35, 30. At least Pasqal knows Xenos stuff. Solar Imperium might be interesting. Let's go for conversion. Which is characteristic. Can't even increase intelligence. Since we can't improve fellowship, we'll go with willpower, I think. Yeah. Okay, another talent. Slaughter, contempt. So many options, I don't know what to pick. Ooh, all allies, excluding Xenos, in the current party gain +5 to the same characteristic as was chosen for humanity's finest. What do you have for humanity's finest? Toughness? Eh. I think toughness is basically constitution, so I'm not too much of a fan of it. Heresy, ready to serve. Attempt. Let's go for contempt and try to remember that in combat. And more strength or toughness. Let's go for tanky Abelard. Right. I don't even know what the stuff battle things do. Litany of Purification. Stack of Disturbed. Gain 2 stacks of Disturbed again. Demons, damage. Faith. Ooh, that's a D&D spell. Devotee gains 4 times willpower bonus, which is not too much actually. Resolve is also improved. Protects. 2% chance to ignore any enemy attack. That sounds way too improbable. We're together. All allies excluding Xenos. That's the same as was chosen for humanity's finest. What's your humanity's finest? Agility, probably? I think that would be interesting. Cause more dodging for everyone, I guess. Let's go. Now we can go for even more agility, since we can't improve the ballistic skill anymore. We can also go for more perception. Because more perception could be nice, just yeah, to hit better. Let's go for agility. Idira. Not skill, not techniques, not logic. Awareness, we are done. It's kind of fitting for her to know a bit more about lore, right? About warp lore, specifically. And a characteristic. Perception. Okay. Slowly but surely, we're nearing the end. Cassia. I think probability is also high that I will keep Cassia on my team. But the thing is, persuasion, commerce, coercion, I will take with my main character. So, Edward. So maybe we'll take her for lore Imperium or lore warp. I have to say, because of the danger of summoning demons, I don't think I will keep Idira around for too much of the game. So awareness is also interesting. Like, perception is always good to have. Let's go with great. Willpower. I clicked wrong stuff. I was confused. Let's go with warp lore. And I mean, the thing is that she mainly uses willpower, right? Let's go for that. Okay, last but not least, Pasqal. We can't increase logic anymore at 75, but we can increase tech use even more. So go for awareness, we can also go for other... Let's go for Xenos lore. But the thing about the lore skills is I'm really curious about those checks, because usually they reveal like more knowledge and I want to succeed them. Weapon skill. Here we go. Ooh, backpack. What was that noise? Anyway. I kind of feel like we are walking into an ambush once more.
I always keep my options open.
With rebels and captives. So hopefully we can save them. Some 10 people, children among them, huddling together in fear. You see that half of them have black holes where their eyes used to be. Some maintain a gloomy silence, others are wailing. Several armed insurgents are carefully watching over the terrified hostages, snapping every now and then at someone for shaking too much or crying too loudly. Come to your senses, Herald! Look what you're doing to your own family! A woman, about 60, grey-haired but still strong, is kneeling before a stocky man with a thick, pure white beard, stretching arms toward him. Take pity on us! Let us go! Stop talking and embrace redemption. Our children have gained true sight. Will you still believe the lie? Upon seeing you, the man points his weapon at you. The other insurgents do the same. Who are you and why are you here? Oh, that voice is kinda close to my character's voice. Are all these people your family? All of my adopted and blood children are here. I raised them all as my own, and now I must protect them, help them see. As might as a soul are pierced by shards of a colorful dissection, hues once twisted by despair and the Imperium's influence can never be the same again. Pasqal's vox hisses furiously. Layperson, cognition is not your primary function. You're saving your kin by holding them at a gunpoint and believing that burning their eyes will grant them sight. It is evident that the author of the demagogic teaching that confused you meant to make a mockery of your deplorable intellect. Why that might be true, Pasqal, I don't think this is helping. Abelard's face turns a deep red. Cast your children out into the thrall of heresy, to drown your progeny in this filth with your own hands. I mean... Yes, getting other people to have their eyes burned out for their, and then claim it is for their sake. What are you trying to save them from? Who's behind all of this? At Aurora's behest, Aurora is a great prophet and a great warrior. Their face is shrouded, but their gaze pierces the veil of time and sees into the future. I always knew the governor's dogs were hiding the truth from us. And now, the day has come. A prophet has come to Rykad Minoris and opened our eyes. The end of the world is coming, the final dawn. And only those who accept Aurora's truth will survive it. If the world is ending, how can you survive that? In a way, are you after the world's end? But interesting, so that means that Aurora is actually someone alive. Prophet enthralling all the people here. No, you tell me. Who are you, and what are you going to do to these unfortunates? I'm the chief. The former name Errol is meaningless now. I'm a father leading his family to deliverance from woes, to salvation. Aurora has opened my eyes to the truth, and my children will see it. Dude, they don't really seem very keen on experiencing that. Herald, spare us, spare your children. Ooh, requires iconoclast follower. It's cool that you also unlock things with having enough points and certain convictions. What you are doing is no salvation. Stop taking out your fear on the innocent. It will neither ease your suffering nor rid you of your fear. But all I wanted was to save. The man drops his weapon and covers his face with hands in desperation. He hears several short sobs. There's no washing the blood from your hands, but you could at least let us go, Harold. The ones who haven't yet mutilated. The old man gestures to the other insurgents who lower their weapons. Then he shifts his gaze to you, trying to hold back tears. What happens to us now? Nice. It's cool that you kind of gain more, that you're more easily able to persuade people of your own ways if you follow them enough. That's a cool mechanic. Are we going to let him go? Is that a smart idea? I don't think so. Then again, I mean, at least he's not trying to spread it. So the question is, would he help others or not? Or is this whole planet doomed anyway? Your family may go, and so may you, but make sure I do not ever see you again. Hostages begin to leave, and soon the group disappears around one of the bends. The old man looks away from them and walks in the opposite direction. His shoulders shake with sobs every now and then. I wonder if we'll ever see him again, and what happens to him. He's just easily enthralled once more, or actually doing something completely crazy.
We should deal with this.
No. Traps.
The Emperor sets my path. Duty prevails.
Go.
Never doubt me.
Rise to the top,
More
or
XP.
get left in the dust.
Completely overlooked the loot box. Oh. Ah, command center. So I think we have to... The end we have to enter there. I want to have to look at the rest of the map first. Let's see if this... Oh, we can't even continue here. So I think... nothing more to explore. The goods in the store are stark contrast to the rest of the nearby shops. The jars are labelled all-purpose synth powder. Fills you up no matter what. Made in Necromunda's best factories. Necromunda doesn't sound like a company I would like to eat food from.
This could be an opportunity.
Kinda sounds like Sword and Green or something. Anyway. Yeah, down there you can't even go. Let's go for this last loot back. Go. And then to the command room. Center. Is it here? Come on. And let's see how much is left of the authorities of this lovely town.
Keep your wits about you.
To the governor. Formidable shells for large caliber weapons are being stored right in the command center. It's quite huge. Solitary young tech priest is offering ceaseless prayers to the machine spirits of the command center.
Is there money to be made?
Ah, I think it's just hot air. I was like, why is it wobbling and distorting? Welcome to Rykad Minoris command center.
Always keep your eye on the price.
It looks more like an emergency command center, right? Lots of tech priests. Bodyguards of the governor. The governor. Tech priest quartz crane.
Let us not dawdle.
But first let me meddle. Machines. I don't know who's saying that. Anyway. The cogitator looks a lot older and more worn than the ones next to it. However, it has evidently been well cared for. Numerous parts have been replaced, but a single key is jammed, and fresh seals with prayers to the Omnissiah adorns its surface. One of the side panels has been removed. Bundles of golden notched cables run from the inside to a small data crypt that was connected only a short while ago. The screen reads, awaiting access code. And try to force the cogitator. Bypass the security layers. The cogitator is ready to reveal its secrets. Go to Sacred Computation 782-5-M. Whatever that means. Upon Lodge Abel's orders, the archives of every August station on Rykad Minoris and the two primary satellites of Rykad Star have been quarried. Said satellites are named Magos Maruf and Zarif the Keen, after two great champions of faith, whose external cogitators were placed inside the satellites' cores after their shells perished. The purpose of the sacred computation requested by the Lodges is to uncover the external influence behind the ongoing insurgency. Computation results positive. Multiple instances of interference and malfunction detected, suggesting that the ships moving across the system deliberately blinded the Sacred Augur's eyes. The first of these ships is thought to have arrived 2 Rykad Minoris cycles ago, early in the winter. The most recent one arrived a month ago. So quite deliberately planned this whole insurgence. Later Sable's conclusion, the insurrection on the planet had been long in the making, with the participation of external actors. It is alleged that 2 cycles ago, Aurora arrived in the Rykad system, the rumored unholy prophet of the insurgents. Subsequent ship movements can be attributed to weapon deliveries, but what is the nature of their activity near Rykad Filia? Governor Medina's attention must be drawn to the final entry. Cuts off abrupt. Probably huge attack then or something. Let's go to recent observations. The satellite Magos Maruf reports that the ship's signal has been broadcast through the system. Its signature is consistent with the records of flagship of a rogue trader dynasty, House von Valencius. The satellite Sephiri the Keen reports that a ship drifting nearby has hurriedly sped away. The ship had sent encrypted Vox transmissions to the insurgent-controlled areas of the surface of Rykad Minoris. Another transmission was directed to planetary Rykad Philia. Both transmissions were signed Brother Twilight. Their contents could not be decrypted. That's definitely referring to the Fellowship of the Void, as we know, because they were looking for the missing people. Makes sense. Go to be investigated. The entry contains planetary coordinates marked as Heavy August Station Jamming, possibly a hidden insurgent base. I wonder if we can go there and try to clean up. Apparently not.
I always keep my options
quest
open.
log. You talk to the governor first or the tech priest? Let's talk to the tech priest first. Maybe you can give us some information we can use. The painfully thin tech priest turns sharply toward you. The sudden movement makes his chrome dogmatics briefly clang. The grey eyes, set under furrowed brows, almost blend into the pale skin of his face. He levels you with a heavy, dour stare. Identification: Unit Lodges Quartz Graham, official trade representative of the Explorator Cognizance Fleet. The unit supervises supply routes in the Rykad system, ensures the security of the combat arsenal, performs commercial transactions, and secures mutually beneficial contracts. An odd way of speaking to refer to yourself as a unit and this unit and it. The tech priest notices Pasqal. His eyes widen. His Vox unit immediately lets out a string of screeching heretic, a tortuously long tirade in which the volume rises and falls seemingly at random. When finally over, the omniscient servant bows his head in deference. What happens? Unit Quartz Graham requests permission to transfer information. The rogue trader possesses a supreme degree of power, the potential to influence the current leadership, the ability to restore order in the Rykad systems. Pasqal, what was that? Dieter complained. Recommended you consider Unit Quartz Graham's request to transfer information. So he was complaining about the leadership? Permission to transfer information granted. What do you wish to tell me? Tech priest says, sharply and courtly. Haphazard, careless decisions on the part of Rykad Minoris governor have led to unacceptable consequences. Communication with the Adeptus Mechanicus sanctum has been lost. Troops must be sent to allow the electrodynamic Cenobium without delay. Restoring communication with the Electropriests and ensuring the sanctum security are our top priorities. The sanctum of this place. I wonder if it's like a holy site or something? And if so, what are they worshipping there? You're the head of Rogue Trader Dynasty. Your position enables you to exert influence. The tech priest pauses for a moment. And pressure on subjects of the Imperium. Unit Quartz Graham requests assistance. The action of Governor Faisal Rykadi Menid of Koronus must be influenced. Demand troops to be sent to the Holy Monastery of the Adeptus Mechanicus. I observe that this world authorities lack diligence in the performance of their duties. This statement is true. United in their denunciations and brimming with righteous criticism, the pair and Red exchanged knowing nods. What an absurd situation. We will discuss it. I guess that saving the planet first makes sense to do that. I will discuss it with the governor. Unit Quartz Graham is grateful. The Rogue Trader is highly likely to successfully influence the future actions of the local authorities. You are an explorator, aren't you? What are you doing here? Retrieving archived data. Over 70 Terran years ago, the governor of Rykad Minoris authorized representatives of the Explorator Reconnaissance Fleet made an agreement. Its goal was mutual benefit through cooperation. Unit Lodges Quartz Graham is the fleet's appointed trade agent. The unit is responsible for maintenance of the arsenal and the combat machinery. Blessed are the armorers But there can be no Imperium without them. I have the feeling that almost all our companions which we meet will be dogmatic, which makes sense with the Imperium, but still. Blessed are the valiant warriors, for there is no end to darkness without them. The omniscient servants exchange short Beneric mantras filled with intimidating solemnity. Show me arsenal. I accept the commercial transaction. Oh, yeah, we already learned about the profit factor. Ooh, some multi-keys. And analyst helmets. Maracas attack with an exploit using a single or dead shot. I don't know. Okay, do we want to give them some things for more reputation? Interesting. Body glove. Ah, come on. Tradable. Untradable. Quite a lot we could actually give them. I don't want to give them everything, so we can kind of spread out to multiple factions. I think especially like the weapons and armor things, those are cheap. So I'm just going to do those. Weaponry. Lancers are also kind of cheap. Ranged. Armor. No. Right. Grenades. Bolt pistol, but just with a very short range. Modified bolter. Psychic body glove. Ooh, interesting for Psykers. Alright.